Hello all shop fans and all Supernatural fans. Doing a video, and that was our shop dog Tony. Just wants to get in the picture here. Hey Tony, want to say hi? Tony is a good boy, very smart, aren't you Tony? So anyway, shop video and for Supernatural fans. Want to talk to you. This is Lisa's car. I call it Dorothy. It was my old car, and Lisa bought it from me. Don't know if she's going to keep the name Dorothy, but if you guys go back and watch some videos, there was a rotted panel behind this right rear tire, and I'm going to get a lot of questions like, hey, did we just buy a panel and cut it up and put it on? And the answer to that is no. Now, we have done that in the past, okay? So I want to kind of go into this, kind of be a little bit of a long story here. I'm going to try to make it quick, simple, and understandable, but the panels that you can buy, which right now are on back order, they cover, so we get to about right there, and they come up, and they go all the way to the end and all this. And then it comes about the center of that tire, somewhere right in there, maybe a little bit more in the center. But that panel is, like I said, is on back order, and it's actually made for a 68, so it's a little different on the back end, but like I said, we've used them, we've cut them up and reshaped them a little bit and made them work. Now, the panel that we just received this week was from my buddy Casey Devlin. Casey Devlin is a hell of a metal shaper, and he has made all the pieces for the front windshield, the back glass. I mean, he can make all four pieces for the back glass and the front windshield, and they're to perfection. I mean, he just does an outstanding job. This panel here, which was a lot bigger, okay, so I want to let everyone know this thing was a lot bigger. We just trimmed it down to what we needed. And Casey always wants to make something bigger just in case you need it. The panel through the aftermarket ones, that one I just was talking about that's made in China, I think it's like 275 bucks, and then you're going to have probably about another 75 for shipping somewhere there on the panel. So Casey's panel is 550 bucks plus shipping. Now here's the difference. Casey's panels fit like a glove, and we don't have to go and reshape and da-da-da-da-da. It's just get it, cut out the piece, the size you need, put it on, tack weld it, then stitch weld it, mud it, done deal. The Chinese ones, they are, you get them and you have to cut them down and like maybe like Casey's, but then you got to start reshaping that metal and stuff. And so in reality, the difference between them, there's really not that much difference in money if you're figuring your time. And, some guys say their time is 25 bucks an hour, some's 50 bucks an hour. I mean, whatever you figure your time is worth, if you're only making minimum wage or whatever, you factor that into that piece that you're going to have to custom fit your car. Like I said, Casey's is not really custom fit. We could have just cut out more of the quarter panel and just did this, but we just wanted to keep much of the original car as we could, and so we just needed this piece that you're seeing here behind the rear tire. I would rather, Casey and I have become friends. I think Casey, like I said, is an outstanding metal worker. Is he fast at his stuff? On some of the stuff he is, and some stuff when he's custom making a piece, then he's going to be slower. And it's not because, well, he doesn't know what he's doing. The problem with Casey is that he doesn't have the tools that he needs to make the job go faster. So he's out there banging on this stuff, shaping it, wheeling it, and stretching it, and banging out with a hammer over an anvil. And where the Chinese ones, they're just stamped out, boom, there you go, everybody's is the same. I'm definitely pro-American, buy USA, and so I know this is USA made, and that is another big thing in my book why I will only do business with Casey. Now, if Casey goes, hey man, I'd love to make that for you, I can't, I don't have the tooling or, whatever to do that, that's understandable, and I don't have anything against the Chinese ones. Don't think, oh, Rick just hates the Chinese ones. I'm just saying that there's a lot of work going into the Chinese ones to make them work right. When I can just buy Casey's and it's done, and it fits like a glove. So I highly recommend, if anybody's needing panels, especially the I'm trying to think of the typical word or the right word for this, but the channeling that goes around the back glass and the front glass, you definitely want Casey to build that stuff. Here's something else. Casey is not going to, I've kind of preached this in some of my videos, but Casey's car is almost ready to be put together. And once it's put together, guys, it ain't, oh, well, I'll just get a hold of him, in a couple months or next year when I'm in this part of my car. Guys, it ain't going to happen. It's just not. Sorry. So Casey's only doing this for a very, very, very limited time. And that price or that time is dwindling down very fast because he just took a bunch of stuff to the powder coater so he can get it on his car, and then he can start doing the mud work and all that stuff, because all the metal work is done on his car. So if you're needing this stuff, don't think you're going to, in 6 months or a year from now or whatever to be able to buy this stuff. And I'm going to tell you this, I don't know of anyone building this stuff. You cannot buy it in any catalog. So if you're needing it, reach out to Casey Devlin. You can find him on my 1967 Impala 4-door page on Facebook. He's on Instagram and all that. So if you guys can't find him, send me a message or leave a comment below, and I'll tell you guys how to get a hold of him. Some things he can make really quick. Some things it takes him a little bit to do, like I said, because the tooling to make this stuff fast is very, very expensive. In case he doesn't have that stuff, he wants to buy it. However, it's just not in his garage to do that right now. So some of the stuff is going to take a while to build, like if you're needing these panels and so forth. Another thing, Casey gets a lot of people interested in stuff, and they send him pictures of their car and stuff. If you guys' car is really, really rotted out, chances are that the pieces that you're going to get from Casey, you're not going to have enough metal to weld to, because if your car's rotted out and that metal's thin and you go to hit it with your welder and stuff, it's going to burn through. So I'm not trying to say that, maybe Casey can't make that piece a little bigger or something like that, but some cars, guys, and I'm not trying to be mean or anything here, don't take it as that, but just some cars are too far gone. And I know everybody, it's amazing how many people are trying to find these cars. I mean, seriously, I bet you I get at least 5 to 10 messages, emails, something a week. You got a 67 for sale, blah, 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 blah. It's crazy. And I wish I did. God, I wish I had a barn full of these things, but I don't. And I know everybody wants one. It's a super cool car. And but unfortunately, it's kind of supply and demand, and these things are going crazy high now. I've done videos, like, hey guys, I'm not building these anymore, and I've explained it's not that I don't want to build them, it's just that we can't get the parts. And if there's other shops out there building these cars and whatever, I wish you guys the best of luck. I mean, I do. I want these cars out on the road. It's just that I'm not going to be the guy that's doing them. I just get too anal and on things, and so it's not worth my time anymore. So the cars that we have on our docket sitting here at the shop are the ones that are going to get built, and then after that, no more supernatural cars. Okay, but if you guys are needing pieces right now, I highly suggest you guys reach out to Casey on those, because I don't know where else you're going to get them. Unless you can, you're a metal shaper yourself and you've got the English wheels and the stretchers and all these other tools that Casey was telling me about what he needs and stuff. If you got that stuff, obviously you can build them yourself. But for you guys that don't, you ought to really reach out to Casey. And I mean this wholeheartedly. You guys ain't got much time if you're wanting any pieces. Just letting you know. So I don't know what your finances are. If you're thinking, I need to buy this, this, and this before I do my body work, get the panels while you can get them. Because you're going to be here real soon that, people are going to reach out to Casey, and Casey's like, I'm sorry, my car's built, because Casey kind of uses his car to put the pieces up against so he can get it right and stuff. So that's all I'm going to say about that. Besides, like I said, A1 guy, super nice, wants his stuff perfect, fits like a glove. Like I said, when you figure up all the differences between the pieces that you can order, Casey's fits so much better and takes no work. So if that works out for you, if it doesn't, and you think I'll just buy the Chinese panel or whatever. The only thing I can recall on the Chinese panel that they're making is that quarter panel piece right there I just explained. The around the glass and other things, no. I always tell people you don't know how much stuff they do not make for this car until you buy a catalog. Classic Industries, I think Impala Bob's is out of business now. I'm trying to think of some of the other catalogs and stuff we get here. And guys, there's just nothing in there. So very little for 67s, even less for the four-door hardtop. So there's that. So Lisa, your quarter panels being all put together. Mike's getting ready to patch the other side with just a little patch it needed on it. Then he's going to come back up and he's going to do the back glass area. And so then I can get in and do the package tray. And then we're going to go to the interior. Once the interior's done, it will go to getting primered and block sanded and all metal work done. Once it's in its final stage of primer and it's all been block sanded, then I'm going to do the weapons box. Once the weapons box is built, it will roll into the paint booth. Now, the one thing I won't do on the weapons box is put the carpet on top until it comes out of paint, because that carpet can get real dirty real fast. Now, when it's carpeted underneath, the box lid and everything like that, it's shutting it down, and so it's really not getting dirty under there. It's just on top. The front here, we're starting to install the brakes, and I think that's about it right now. That's about kind of the limit right now in the car. As I mentioned before, the other cowl panel has been all patched up and everything. So like I said, all this will have to get all sanded off. Mike said there's a few little dinks in it he's going to pull. After the dinks get pulled, it starts getting mudded and primered and block sanded and all that wonderful stuff that Mike does. So that is what the Lisa is looking like. Miss Nadine's car is back here, still waiting on parts and trying to find parts. Cher's car, which I call Sunny, we're still waiting on parts, but the interior, all the seats and door panels are done. Terry just called me this week, so I have to bring those on my next trip down, and at least we'll get her seats and door panels in. And then Terry, once we get the car so we can get it to Kansas City, it will get a new headliner. Cher just did not like the basket weave headliner that was in that car. And so that's going to get redone and stuff like that up in Kansas City. We're not even going to attempt a headliner. So there is what's kind of going on with, so I did a video yesterday and then I'm like, I didn't post it because I said some stuff that I wasn't comfortable about saying, and that'll later come out in another video. So with that being said, and you'll hear a noise behind me, and it's a lift. And Mike is just, we're working on this car over here, and I did a video on this car, and then after I did it, I decided that I probably shouldn't have said the story that I did. So I did not post it. And then, but there will be videos on that car and stories, and you guys will understand later on. So we're trying to get Cher out of here. We're trying to get Nadine out of here. We're trying to get Lisa out of here. We're trying to get that car out of there. And then there's one in the back that's almost ready to go, and that is Stevens, the British Men of Letters car. We just got to do some interior work on that and put a new windshield in, and we can get it out of here. So as you can tell, we're kind of getting a little cramped up in here and stuff, but guys, it's on parts. And I know I sound like a broken record, but so anyway, just thought I'd put a video out there this week and let you guys know where we're standing, what's going on. I wanted to really talk about these panels because I have a feeling a lot of guys are just kind of putting them off and then thinking, oh, I'll just get them at a later date, and you're not going to be able to. So, because Casey's car is coming together really quick. So, just putting that out there for you guys. So that's it. That's my video for the week. God bless you all. Love you. And I'll just talk to you on the next video. Bye.